Hi, this is a message as a response to the most recent British gas increases, and in particular a response to Mr. Ian Peters, the Managing Director of British Gas, who doesn't appear to want any commentary on the YouTube video that British Gas so nicely put up for us. So it has to be listed under a separate thing. So Mr. Ian Peters, Managing Director, British Gas, you are really an arrogant piece of work. I've been a British Gas customer for 10 years now, and in that time I've made sure that my house has cavity wall insulation, that my loft is insulated, that my house is double glazed, that the doors are indeed draft excluded. I pay by direct debit. I use the dual fuel tariff. In other words, I do all the things that you have just asked me to do already. When I bought my house 10 years ago, the price of gas, and I'm referring to my notes here, was 1.42 pence per kilowatt hour for the first units, and then 2.038 pence per kilowatt hour thereafter. The most recent bill indicates that the prices have gone to 7.487 pence and 3.49 pence, and whichever way you dice it up, that's more than tripled, 200% if you will, more than tripled the price over a 10-year time frame. Well, of course there's inflation to take into account and the difficulties with that, so let's double check. So at a minimum the price of gas has tripled over 10 years, but petrol prices, that's pretty much the same industry, digging things out of the ground, refining and transporting to end user. So in 2001 the price of petrol was around 78 pence per litre. As I speak now, July 2011, it's around £1.30 per litre. So in that time frame it's gone up around 66%, but nowhere near 200%. So as a second price marker, let's check something really easy to do: Mars bars. Mars bars have been around for a long time now, and although the formulation changes a little over the years, the size changes a little, not enough to worry about. So we'll price it per gram. So in 2001, a Mars bar cost 0.48 pence per gram. And now, 2011, it costs around 0.845 pence per gram. So that's an increase of about 76%. 76, not 276. Now, both of these items have very obvious cost drivers. Both of these items are affected by the price of energy and raw materials, but are still nowhere near the kind of price increases that British Gas and other energy suppliers in the UK have put out. And it becomes obvious now that this is a completely failed market model. It doesn't actually matter which gas or energy supplier you go to, because they all move in apparent unison. How strange. You, sir, represent a profiteering organisation, and however much you might decline, however much you might say that you're not really doing that well, your profits would tend to indicate otherwise, both at group level, at Centrica, and at British Gas. We now have a failed market economy in the supply of energy into the United Kingdom that bears no relationship anymore to the general pricing indexes. You represent a profiteering, good-for-nothing company. Do not be surprised as more and more people choose to take the alternative of going off-grid. Do not be surprised as more and more people choose to disconnect from the kind of blatant money-raking, gouging, as our American cousins would put it, practices that this energy market takes place and takes part in.